Hey, welcome to the Mattia Show. Here we go. You know me. It's Monday. I'm a little bit late, but I thank y'all for always loving on me. Artist Showcase tonight, Monday, July 5th. Oh, but we're on time because we did put it out from 6:40. Did you see that? We're 1 minute early. And tonight I've got Lady A. And I've got Roz. I'm so excited. Hi, ladies. Oh, my God. Thank y'all for being on the Mattia Show.
Glad to be here.
I already told them that I felt like baby sister tonight. I really consider you all my mentors. Anita has been my big sister for many years, and Roz has been in my life for just a few months. But Roz, I feel like I've known you for a long time. You are both so very kind, and I just want to clap it up for y'all one more time. Lady A and Roz. Come on. If you are watching this right now, give the love, give all those hearts for these icons, these premier women in our industry and in our community, in our state, our very own. And I don't want to say the wrong thing. So before we get started, would you all introduce yourself and let us know what you do and what genre of music you're in?
Well, I'll go. Okay, I'll go. The oldest will go first. I am Lady A, and I'm a Pacific Northwest singer, songwriter, entertainer, and storyteller. And what I do is I enjoy bringing people together through music, giving you the story, the background, the history of the lyrics themselves, because I just don't write lyrics just to be writing them. I write them to send a message. So that's in my storytelling. And in that, I hope that people are blessed and then feel that they can go out and be a blessing to somebody else. That's me, Lady A.
That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. They say that at every one of her shows. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Roz.
I am, actually, it's kind of weird. I am some of everything. I mean, I'm an instrumentalist. Grew up playing violin. I sing and play piano. I write. I produce music, engineering. A now newly videographer, working with Lady A has been amazing. And also, just like I said about being a songwriter, very few people who I've had an opportunity to work with who's been consistent, and we were consistent weekly before COVID hit. So just a lot of things, and I'm so thankful. And I'll share more about the videography in my path, how that happened.
God is blessed. God is blessing.
Yes, God is blessing, and you know what? He has done such things for such a time as this. He's connected us for such a time as this. So I want to thank both of you again for just being kind and just sharing your talents, because y'all don't have to do that. Yeah. Y'all don't have to. You could be like, I'm gonna use that for myself, but you're always so open and approachable. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, look, we've got some viewers. Hold on, let me get my mouse together, y'all, tonight, so I can make sure that I'm sharing with everybody. Teresa's saying, "Hey, family. Hey, T. That's my big sister for real." My oldest sister for real. So if you're just tuning in, yes, we have Lady A and Roz. I am so excited because Lady A, you know I've known you for a long time, but I am so interested tonight to learn who Roz is. The fact that you are so kind and giving is so encouraging to me. It's so encouraging because it's rare. You guys don't understand how rare that is. So I don't want to ramble on, but I'm so honored to have you all tonight. Thank you for agreeing. And thank you all for watching. Let's get into this interview. I always start with, before we do that, because you guys didn't say what genre you're in. What genre of music are you in? What genre do you songwrite in?
I songwrite in the blues genre.
Okay, blues.
I
sing in
the blues genre. Blues, soul, funk. My blues is different because I have a gospel background. So my blues tends to lean more towards advocacy for people, what I can do, how that lends to them. Now I write funny songs. There's some funny blues songs out there, but like my future ex-husband, that was just a funny song.
I'm so glad you made it back. Oh, wonderful. Yes. Thank you. Anita said that she is in the funk blues. What about you? What genre do you do?
Blues soul, yeah.
Yeah, blues soul.
So be patient with me. My internet has just now decided to do something that it wants to do. So I wasn't in there.
Sorry.
So just be patient with me, right? So anyway, what genre? Again, it's I grew up in classical and gospel. Because of my gospel roots, I've always wanted to do what I ended up doing in the past, let's say 12, 13 years, is some of everything. I started doing pop, R&B. I work with hip hop guys. I used to write some hooks for them back in the day. Choruses are the, whatever you want to call it. And I've always been classical, been able to play my violin. And then also here recently, thankfully, being able to meet Lady A, I even did like some blues for a while, and that was so much like what I grew up with. It almost just felt like I was at home. So I write everything. So the other thing, again, right, in January, February, I was just about to kick off my gospel group, which Mattia was going to be joining me for a little bit on the background, which I'm honored that you even would have done that with me. But so that
forgive me. I was going through some things. Forgive me.
We all have been going through some things since I totally understand. But it led me to reach out to you as well, which is how I found out you did all of this. So anyway, so that I was just about to kick off my gospel debut as well. And then Lady A had us book a show possibly here in the next couple months. There's just so much that's happened that I had to put on hold. But I'm just thankful to get plugged in with you guys.
Oh, likewise. Wow. Oh my God. That is so much talent. The fact that you're so versatile, both of you are so versatile. Anita, Sunday mornings, Saturday nights, Friday nights. But you're the same person because you're always willing to minister and to touch somebody's heart. People don't leave the same when they leave any type of setting that you're singing in. And so we appreciate you and we commend both of you. Guys, I am so honored. Oh my God. And again, I apologize. Look, I'm the queen of apologizing too much. So I've done that my change. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. So as my dad would say, you owe me. I owe you. I owe you. I owe you. I definitely owe you for sure. But let's move to this. Thank you all again for sharing that. What's that, Anita? I mean, Lady A, what's that?
You've been an integral part of my journey from the very first CD. Singing background for me, and I have never forgotten that. I was looking at
for allowing
me. For you and T singing background for me when I didn't have any background singers except the guys. So it was nice having women singing background. You've sung on several songs of mine. One thing about this industry that I've never really fallen into that. I mean, I've had my share of problems, and being a band leader and being a woman with an all-male band sometimes can be very trying, and you learn the hard lesson. But thank God.
I love it though. I love it though, Anita. I just started because of you, and I love being surrounded by men. Oh my God. I love it. I just feel so protected. It's just woo. But
that'll wear off.
Go ahead. God bless you. Yes, ma'am.
That'll wear off soon. Believe me.
I just love feeling safe. It's just
you know what? I had the same band for about almost 18 years. I had the same set of guys around for a long time. So, and that's really unheard of in this industry, to have the same band for that long, the same guys. And we were like family. And it wasn't until Gary Smith died, who was my bass player at the time. I should shut that window. It's got a lot of light on it. But when Gary start over, I had to start over. The only person who has stuck with me is, of course, our big brother, your blood brother, my producer, John Oliver III. He's been with me for 20 years. And it was hard. It was hard when I had to start over and get new guys. I was firing people left and right.
But wait a minute, Lady A, really quick. That is so powerful to fire somebody. Can we just talk about that? We're really going ahead. And I don't know how much time you ladies are gonna give me, but can we just talk about that really quick about being a boss, a woman boss lady? When you have to fire somebody, it's a lot of pressure. First of all, you don't want to ever do that. Do you mind both sharing what that process is, what it takes? You don't have to get into details, but what it takes to actually get to that point.
Mine is easy.
What'd you say, Roz?
I said mine is really easy. You want to go first, or you want me to go?
No, go ahead. Since you got the easy.
And I'm only speaking from who I used to work with back in the day. You just didn't hear back from me. It was
Roz, that's strength. That's strength.
Okay.
Oh God, help us!
Like, I ain't calling you back.
I'm not judging. I like it.
No, it did not work that way.
Because right at the end, like you, Lady A, you same for you. I'm assuming. When you get those guys, you hold on to them. I'm literally still connected. I'm from Kansas City originally. Still connected with those guys. We're still like right before we're still one of them. Another one I was on a Zoom call with about 2 weeks before that. And we still send messages. And because of who I grew up with, which were boys, mostly it gave me that kind of tough, like my brother and then my cousins kind of made me kind of have that kind of tough thing that I kind of had. So like Lady A, I think it's just music. It's just so much of that going on that you have to know how to communicate, with them a little bit differently. And right at the end, I got all the guys, the family, however you want to call it, of men that I was able to work with. And then I moved here and had to restart again. But you guys are introducing to your brother, little John.
Yes, that's him.
He's helped me as well. So I'm really thankful for that connection.
I'm sorry, I'm a fan of my brother. I yell so loud, but you don't even, when you reached out to me, I'm not trying to trip out or patronize you or anything. You are so talented and are so gifted and have all these skills and are so I don't have the vocabulary of how much you touch that I have never ever experienced. So I'm just honored to know you. Like 6 degrees of separation. Y'all don't understand. Like I'm honored. I bow at y'all's feet. And you guys are truly my mentors. So I appreciate you for sharing this. Anita, we know James Brown had his rules with the band, and I implement some things. But how are you working in the Boss Lady field? Lady A, what's going on? What's going on?
It was a little harder for me. For one thing, I know most of the musicians in Seattle, and the ones that I don't know that I was introduced to after having the same band, I was thinking I was going to get the same band. So I was looking for that sound, right? So it really wasn't the guy's fault. It was my fault. And I had to learn that.
Wow, that's powerful.
Well, if just for me, having that same band for that amount of time, when you have a sound and on stage with guys who know you, who know that you don't even have to, I didn't have to turn around, I didn't have to look, they knew what I was going to do just by a sway of my hip or something that I might say. And when you get used to that, and that becomes familiar, and those guys become your family. You travel with them, you write with them, the whole thing. So when I went to go get new guys, I was like, they don't sound right. Ask John.
Lady A is a boss. Look, Teresa said Lady A is a boss. Lady A, people could they write a tell-all book about you? Because could
they it wasn't their fault.
And all my good friends.
It's for me to have to learn about what it was that I wanted. Because if I was going to be a boss, and if I was going to be head of the group, then there was a particular sound I wanted, and I needed people who were going to do what I asked them to do. And in getting your own band material, because nobody told me, and for a long time I let the guys do whatever they wanted to do. You're going to be a female in this industry. If you're a female in this industry and you're going to be the boss, and it's your band.
Yes, ma'am.
Do it or bye. And it's not being mean. People need to do their homework. I mean, you work hard to get where you are. I worked hard to get where I am. I love for people to have input. I treat my guys really well. I don't think any of them will say that I'm not good to them. But I expect a lot.
Yes.
I expect a lot. Yeah.
You deserve that. You deserve that because your shows, look, Teresa says great and fun shows. Your shows are epic every time. The times that I was allowed to go, when I was old enough to go, I had so much fun every time.
And my guys will tell you, we'll sit and do a whole set. We'll rehearse the whole thing, and the whole show will be totally different by the time we get there. I'm like, I'm not feeling that. I want to do something else. That's why it's hard. That's why it's important to get guys that want to play with you. And if you, because I'm a proponent of rehearsal, but of course now we're in COVID and none can rehearse. And I miss the guys, but I have to tell you, since Roz and I started writing together, Roz is an amazing songwriter. I keep telling her, if I had the money, I'd move her butt to Nashville. She'd write for a whole bunch of people because
Roz, for real.
She's got books of songs, and she, if she picks one for me, I feel blessed because every song that she has picked for me that I put on the CD. Shameless plug. Lady A Live in New Orleans comes out on the 18th.
July 18th.
Roz and I birthdays are on the same day. On July 18th.
Isn't that a great day? Let's write that. July 18th. What's the name of the album, Lady A?
It's Lady A Live in New Orleans.
Ooh, and you were actually down there for this. I want to talk
about down there
in a minute, because Teresa's saying Roz is amazing. You just said something to Roz about Nashville. I don't want to miss this. Roz, have you ever thought about that? Because your background of classical music, do you believe that all of that has helped in your songwriting? Because you can definitely do that. You can definitely go to Nashville.
So did you hear the Truth Is Loud?
Yes.
So that violin, I actually the violin part, and I just haven't been able to score anything in a while. Yes, I have. I'm talking about it in my church. I've written for I think it was Black History Month or whatever. I think anyway, a couple of times I was able to write out scores, but I'm not able to do orchestral scores like I used to. I'm thankful for if anybody when Lady A uses my songs, it is. I mean, you say you feel, but I'm just I feel honored because I write the songs. They're not necessarily for me. I just don't. I can sing, that I can record them, but there are certain times where I can't put what I want to that music. And when she says the last one besides The Truth Is Loud was the World Is Crazy. I do that song. Yeah, it's nice. But man, she took that song. I was like, yeah, that's what I mean. And then the other song, Crazy. You just brought them to life, Mattia. I know you are an amazing songwriter. I'm like, I promise you, I would love to give you one of my songs.
Likewise. I owe that to God and my family and my brother. But you all, Oh, I think this is the year of just transcending and catapulting to a whole nother level because we have to, because we literally have to be innovative. And so, man,
You know what? Yeah, it's also the year of Black women helping and networking with other Black women.
Say that.
Because I'm telling you, I'm just gonna plug this again because Roz is on this CD. Her song "Ride," Let's Ride.
Oh yeah,
that song is so awesome.
You did that. You did that song, knocked us out at Egan's. Oh my gosh, you worked that song. Wow.
We were at Roz's house one day. She said, "We ought to try this song," and then we tried it, and then we did it at Egan's, and it's like a call and response type song. Just the song. Yeah. And when we went down to New Orleans to do it, oh my gosh!
And then Lady A, didn't you let me hear that song? I think you.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited because I heard some great things.
Yeah, but she's also written another song that Roz.
Say it one more time. I didn't hear you. What'd you say? We didn't hear you.
You were asking her what.
Oh, I was asking Roz, what is your songwriting process for like Let's Ride? What was that process?
My husband is a bass player. But before I even met him, for some reason, I just kind of like if there was no good bass line, it just wasn't a good song almost. So for that one,
you're speaking my language.
I started just that bump, 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 bump. And I love that old school feel. Like there's nothing like the what's the name? The I'll Take You There. I just love that. You just can't go wrong with that, you know. So anyway, I came up with that feel, and then it just felt like one of those just songs where you just want to sit and you can just sing. It don't need no cutoff. You can go 50 minutes with it. You can go 2 minutes with it. You know. So that one was one of those easy breezy
songs.
with the top down, you just having fun.
So Lady A, when you got the song and you saw the lyrics, what was that process for you stepping into that mode and performing like you did?
Well, Roz has a high voice. we are on two separate spectrums. Has low, deep voice, and she's got this high soprano voice. And so when she sang the song for me, I thought, wow, this is a cool song. Why don't you just sing it? She's like, no. I want you to do it. And when we get together and I just kind of sing it in my voice with what she puts out there, it just kind of takes on its own life. And that particular song, that's my favorite song on this new CD.
Really?
But one of my other,
you all have to come on, let's ride. This is her favorite song.
It's my favorite song on the CD.
Your brother coming in. Look at your brother coming in. It needs to be quiet.
It needs to be quiet.
We're gonna
talk about him in a minute.
We're writing a song. We need to be quiet here.
Exactly. So was that the same process with The Truth Is Loud? Was that the same process? Do you mind if I play a little bit of that song, The Truth Is Loud? Who wrote that? Who wrote The Truth Is Loud? That's your new single, right?
I wrote the lyric. So we wrote it together. We were just sitting at her house, which I can't wait till I'm telling you, we were on a writing roll there for a minute. We wrote 5 songs for the new CD, which is supposed to come out in 2021. A collaboration CD.
Okay.
You know? That's what we need to collaborate.
Don't forget the video.
The what?
The video. Don't forget about the Truth About video too.
Yes, I saw that in the premiere.
Video also. So Roz is not only is she an amazing songwriter, but she's taken on this videographer. God has blessed her to videotape, make videos that would cost us like $10,000.
Okay.
saying these videos. Yeah, really. She'll be charging $10,000 soon. Believe me. You better catch her while you can.
I know, Roz. Ooh.
This video was a concept.
Your brother said after he got done with what he had to say to us, he said, "I love you, ladies."
Oh,
we love you
too. We know, John.
For watching. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
But Roz, Roz
is so dope. I know.
Love it. I love it.
I can tell you that a long time ago. You weren't listening to me. No, don't say nothing crazy.
I know.
But no,
I'm not gonna post it. It's crazy.
I can't see what he's saying.
I'm not gonna post it. Nobody get me in trouble. Let me be quiet because look, it's about to get real ugly. It's Monday. I'm feeling free. I was getting ready to say crazy.
We've been writing songs
What's
together.
What's the name of this show? It's the Mattia Show. And I want to say this. Being on the Mattia Show today, we've got Lady A and Roz. And I thank y'all so much for being on today. I got to mess with my brother later. I'm not trying to clown, bruh. Don't come for me. Ooh. Look, but you are so amazing. Look. What did he say? Anita, where is the gum? Look, bruh.
You guys,
you know what?
That is a show in itself.
Don't start.
Lady A and John.
Yeah.
On the
Here's
phone.
Here's a come right here.
That is a TV show here.
Can I just say something? Now, y'all's birthday is both July 18th, and my birthday is coming up too, July 9th. This CD is coming out on July 18th. We are both, I don't believe in this, but we're all July babies. And that's what I call my mentor, because I got to figure out this life being a July baby, okay? Mommy's birthday is the 19th, so we're all trying to figure this thing out. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this album. Before we play The Truth Is Loud, I want to make sure that people understand what's going on. On July the 18th, you see that? It says Lady A live in New Orleans. I didn't put in New Orleans, but make sure that you go and get this album, okay? Is it going to be available for pre-order?
Yes, it's already on my website, so you can go to ladyababyblues.com.
Oh, let me write that
in. You can pre-order. You can download it. Because I don't think you'll be able to find it. So you can download it. Lady A Babyblues.com. Look at you.
You can do that now. Did you hear that? Go and pre-order that album now. Lady A live. Tell Anita that
in New Orleans.
Look at Boss. We were just talking
about doing a live show is different than doing regular shows. I learned a lot doing that.
A live show. Do you like it?
Well, you know what? The next time, John and I were just talking about it. The next time I do a live show, I'm definitely doing it in my city because traveling takes a lot out of you, and traveling, it was just a lot going on. So next time I would want to be relaxed and be in my city. But yeah, we had a good time. Here.
I'm sorry we couldn't go with you.
It was fun. We had a good time.
Oh, yeah. So let me make sure that I post all the websites that we need to go to, you all. Make sure that now that
Roz,
we're the song. What'd you say?
What's
Roz, your website?
RozMusicSite.com. I was just going to type that RozMusicSite.com. I'll put the truthislloud.info too.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
LBD Productions is something else. I haven't learned that site yet.
Did I do this right? RozMusicSite.com.
Yes.
Please go to her website. I need to go because I am so intrigued. I am a fan. I'm a new fan. And when I'm a fan of something, I support. Roz, do you have all the songs on there that you've written?
Oh my gosh. I have so many that I don't know.
Excuse me.
They're looking for a home, and I'm actually debating on right now doing a single or doing a full produced CD. I'm not sure yet.
Ooh.
Oh my God, I started choking on this gum. I apologize. Whatever you decide to do, I'm going to be a fan of it. I am ready. Roz, please let us know when you're coming out with something. So is it going to be gospel? Is it going to be blues? What genre?
Literally, I feel a little torn right now. So if anybody has any, well, I'll tell you this. I do want to release a couple of videos. One is built around, I feel like my writing has been prophetic. It's been for this time today. It's been unbelievable. And one of the ones I wrote is called Say Nothing More. And that is one of the ones, even if I don't release it as a CD, I want to do a video to it that I actually almost started it today. I may even start it after I hang up. But it's just saying literally what's going on right now. I know there are people in the world who, don't like us color or like other people because of their color. But at the same time, we still need to get along. And just as simple as that. Right. It's been hard for other people to live, doesn't really do anything but cause chaos and mayhem. So the song is called Say Nothing More. Like just as soon as I walk in the room, I could tell that you didn't like me because of the color of my skin. But it's okay. Just say nothing more, we'll keep it moving, but just, you already said it just with the way that you looked at me, and you don't have to say anything else. It's clear, but I'll stay here, you stay there, and we'll be okay. So.
Oh my goodness, that is so powerful. Say nothing more. If you ladies don't mind, we have a question from John Oliver III. He said, what was the lyrical writing process Roz used on Let's Ride?
So because of the like I said, that bass line, that riff was just so prominent. It just felt like I could just, it's such a groove if you haven't heard it, that literally the first thing I thought of was just easy breezy. Just, hey, what's easy breezy? Then summertime, you get that feel, let the windows down and let's ride. Let's just ride. And then, Isley Brothers, just something about like that kind of free kind of flow too, just like the staple singer. Just both of them mixed together.
Yeah, that's what you said. I love that. There is another question that he's asked. It's about cabbage and cornbread. So, it's for me. Really? Mattia, how did you come up with the melody on Cabbage and Cornbread background? Yeah. Many people love the hook you sang. Okay, so I have that punched up and I just choose some gum. Let's see. Anita, this is your song. Little, you wrote this song, right? Didn't he write it?
No, that was, when it's missing, I knew it's missing. And I love that hook that you did on that song.
Oh, listen. So this is the story. When he showed it to me, I came over to the house and he showed it to me and I was like, so I just started rocking to it and I was like, oh, I'm gonna play the tambourine on this live. So I started cutting up. And so I was acting like I was on stage with you. And so I just started flowing with you. You said cat. So I said, cabbage and cornbread. Like we were just rocking. He said, stop. He said, let's record it. What's your favorite Mattia song? No, this is about them tonight. Now, wait a minute.
What is I don't know how to send him a message.
Question. We're gonna let it go. What'd you say, sis? I want to know, what is the favorite song that you all have written? Roz, what is your favorite song that you have ever written?
That is amazing. That's amazing because it feels like somebody said, it's like almost like whatever that song is that I wrote just then. Like that is always my favorite, my first. That's a good question. I'm gonna say one of the ones that I feel that was best produced and best vocally sung, whatever, is a song that was never released. And so I ended up selling them for like, what do you call it, for donations. And it's called You Stole My Heart. Wow. And it's nothing. It's not for sale, but it's just for just a memory, you know, kind of a bad situation. So any young ladies or, you know, any need any encouragement in the recording industry, please feel free to call, because I had a different type of direction, or I don't know how to say it, when I was in this kind of industry by myself, trying to figure things out. It was pretty rough. So anyway, one of my favorite is called "You Stole My Heart," and you can hear it on my website. And you know, but I have
a question. One more time. What's the name of the song? One more time.
It is called "You Stole My Heart."
You stole my heart.
But I have a lot. I have so many. Like I said, whatever I wrote at the time is my favorite. But that's just one that just kind of stands out that I thought was going to be like released pretty big, and it just didn't.
John is saying, can she play it?
Me? Yeah, I can
sing a little bit or sing a little bit of it. Would you mind singing a little bit of it? Roz, are you okay to sing a little bit of it? You are?
Yeah. You know what's funny is can I play it? Would it let me play?
Yes,
really?
Please. Yes.
You guys want to keep talking and then I'll just pull it up. It's right here. Oh, it might be right here.
Yay!
So it's called "You Stole My Heart," never released. So here it goes right here. Baby, there's something I want to say. I just need you to listen. You see deep inside me, only you can read me, only you can reach those places in my heart. You're the only one who understands my mind. I could sit there in silence, only you would know what I was thinking. That's how I know you were the only one for me. You can keep on reaching and reaching out for me. I can reach the stars, I can climb higher if I know you are. Giving me, making me the best of love. Never mind, got it like you stole my star. I can reach the stars, I can climb higher if I know you are. Giving me, making me the best of love. That's my dad, like you stole my love, stole my soul. You're the rhythm in my every heartbeat. I can lay beside you morning and night. I don't care who ever wants you. You're the rest of my life. And that's for nothing better. You brought me up when you I can be your lover and I can be your friend. I can be the star. If I know you, I'll give me the best of you. Give me back
Absolutely beautiful.
I can stop it. I couldn't hear.
So can you let it go into the bridge? I want to hear the bridge now.
Yeah, here it goes.
So that I found you gladly. So this confused in and turn me around. My feet are on my feet on the ground. And you want me out. Don't ever let you go. Let you go. Can't make me know. No lie.
Sing the song.
I can climb.
Oh my God.
So I just did a video that I did like about 6 years ago, and I literally just did a video last year or a couple months ago. So that was one that just a little kind of does something to me. Interesting
to you. Does something to you.
Yeah.
Roz, does something to the listener. I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize. Go ahead. I'm an emotional wreck. I'm an emotional wreck. I've been an emotional wreck all day. So I apologize if I'm getting ready to cry, but that song is so powerful.
It came from a time. I'm gonna try to get down on the call, but just at a time in my life where I broke out from a rough situation, and that was actually the first song that I wrote out of my situation with a past relationship, and that was the song that released me to do finally what I dreamed of doing, and you two are a part of that dream. Just being able to be here talking to you is at that time in my life, I was reaching for it. I was reaching for people.
Roz, you ain't gonna push me like this today.
I mean, John, same for him. You know, you guys, this is what my heart has brought me into.
Jesus.
So this song was the first of all of that opening.
I'm really toe up right now. I mean, everything that you're saying, I can relate to. Thank you for sharing that. But when you said the fact that you talk, right, the fact that I'm here,
yeah.
I don't know if people understand how powerful that is. Go ahead. I'm going to cut you off. Go ahead, please.
No, I like I said, I appreciate that, because even just looking at you guys, you knew it was an accident in a way. It wasn't an accident, you know, but when I texted you for us to connect, and then I was like, oh my gosh, we need to talk. And then, you know, Lady A, you know, that's just a whole separate entity that I can't even. When I wrote this song, someone like her did not, in some ways, exist for me. I did it for other people. She did what I was doing for other people, and I still do. I love working with people, but so that's why I say, you know, you guys, and then, you know, John does feel like a real brother, and brought this song to me that much more to me. So as far as download, you can download it or just go on my
website,
listen to it. Yeah.
I need that because I'm the type of girl ex that'll send you a song. You know what I mean? You stole my heart. He said, Lady A, what are the challenges of singing in the studio? You know what? I'm feeling real bratty this week. I'm feeling real bratty. Y'all know what? There's a show. There's a show. Despicable Me. They had the bratty kid. I'm the brat. I'm feeling real bratty. I'm gonna leave my brother alone. This is the last question. Lady A, what are the challenges? He's gonna beat me up for real. I better get it out. Challenges of singing in the studio versus singing. Like I don't have no questions prepared. I'm sorry. Woo, I need somebody to
You already know.
I told you I was an emotional wreck. Didn't I say that? It's about to be the
all right. To answer your question,
about to be with the real Lady A and the real Miss Roz. It's about to get real. He's setting up. Is it me? Okay, let me ask this question. Thank you, Jesus. Let me humble myself. I'm sorry, Pastor.
It needs to be quiet over there.
Look, we only got a few minutes now. Okay, let me ask this question. I apologize. Here we go. Lady A,
so
what are the challenges of singing in the studio versus singing live on stage?
I prefer singing live because the audience, you never know what you're going to get. The challenge is because challenge is because we don't have, just like now, like I had to do I'm gonna whoop him. He sent in all these messages. The challenge is we don't have a live audience. Just like now, I had to do a video yesterday. Yeah, I had to do a video yesterday or Friday. I'm losing it. I had to do a video Friday about. Yeah, it was Friday. I had to do a video for the Winthrop Blues Festival because there are no festivals now. Oh, so now everybody's live streaming and doing videos. Well, thank God for Roz that I've learned how to lip sync.
Bless you.
I'm old school. I'm old school. That's why I have the back porch blues, because I'm old school. I prefer to.
Wait a minute.
So the challenges are that you don't have an audience and you have to really be put in the mood to sing in the studio. And your others should know. I have to be in a mood. I used to drink. I don't drink no more. So now I got to find. Yeah, so I have to find a whole new way to get in the mood.
Pray for everybody. Pray for everybody. Put everybody at the top of the prayer list. Can I just say something in the studio versus singing on the stage? Isn't it the same mindset though? Because I found that in the studio, I have to actually think more about the audience. I want to be as authentic as possible because now I'm shifting, trying to be honest. But I have to think more about the listener in the studio, whereas live. Yeah, I think more about the listener in the studio than live. Because when I'm live, I'm like, I'm getting to a place where I'm like, you know what? This one's for me and God. This one's for me. This one's for God and me. I didn't used to be like that. But in the studio, I think more, I'm like, oh, when the person listens to this, I want to make sure this frequency, I want to make sure I'm not screeching on a note. The lyrics are right, that I'm phrasing it just right, that it hits. Do you feel that way as well?
Well, yeah, I like I said, I prefer live over studio.
I know, but see, you do more live than me. I'm a studio baby.
Yeah, I mean, Roz, you like being in the studio? I don't particularly like being in the studio because I have to think more. I have to think more about hitting this note, hitting that note, and I don't feel as authentic. I feel like I'm putting something out because it's got I don't get that connection like I do when I'm singing in front of somebody. So I always tell people, you can buy the CD, but I'm better live.
Absolutely. I think that everybody should be like that. I think every artist should be like that. My problem with being a studio baby, and I'm going to be really honest, is that when, like Church Girl, when Church Girl came out, I'm not just trying to do a shameless plug, but just being honest in this moment. I could not sing that live. First of all, we did not write the song for me. Please forgive me. I didn't mean to say I wrote that song with two different people, Kiana Johnson and Dwight Goodman. We did not write that song for me. It was for another artist in mind. So when you're doing a demo tape, it's in the key of F. I don't sing in the key of F. First of all. I have to do it. And then when I recorded it, the way that Dwight produced it, there was some stuff that was moved around. So I had to relearn the song. And I'm not making excuses, but I am. When it came time for me to sing it live, I was not ready. My nerves weren't there, and I couldn't get up on them notes. When you're nervous, you're gonna be flat if you're not smiling. I mean, Anita, I need to really spend some time with you because Roz, you have your stage presence, because my stage presence is horrible. I need to learn from y'all. What advice can you give artists about
and Bernadette Bascom and from Josephine Howe? Powerful women to emulate. I wished I would have had that when I was just starting into this. Like when I'm with a full band, I just like field is mine. Like I am just like I'm blessed, but at the same time, when I have to play and sing, it kind of stifles me a little bit, and I don't like it, but I'm also grateful that I can do it. And the same thing, like she was saying, I just don't like to mess around with my business. So if you're not going to be with me, then I need to keep it moving. I will play for as long as I need to until I find somebody who's serious as I am for my business. That's my name on it. So it's way a little
preaching tonight. Y'all giving a good word tonight.
You know, I hate that. So amazing to emulate her presence and so I'm really thankful for that, because technically, yeah, people can have a degree, you can figure, but to have the authentic personality like that, she's someone to emulate with that.
Absolutely. So Lady A, what advice can you give us as well for artists with stage presence? Are you still there, sis? Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't hear either. I see her, but I don't hear.
Okay, so let me try something. While we're having technical difficulties, I want to first make sure that I'm seeing this. It says Tell Roz.
Right there?
Vinyl song. Oh, wait.
There you are.
There you are.
Tell John he got one of these already.
There you are.
You said he got one? Okay, wonderful. If you're just tuning into the Matias Show, this is an artist showcase. We've got the real Lady A, and we've got Miss Roz. Oh, I'm so excited to have you all here. We are talking about, at this present moment, advice for artists. Roz just let us know some people that she emulates. Josephine Howe, Lady A. Roz, we emulate you too. So thank you. Lady A, can you give us some advice as well about stage presence and artist development?
Yeah, for artist development, when I talk to the kids at Rhapsody Project, I mentor some of the kids at Rhapsody Project, and what I try to tell them is they need to figure out what it is they want to do. When you figure out, because it took me to be 50 years old before I figured out what I wanted to do. Your brother can attest to the fact that I wanted to stop singing because I wasn't singing the music I wanted to sing.
Sis.
But if it wasn't for him, if he and Gary Smith, if they hadn't continued to support me, I probably wouldn't be singing today. So you need to figure out what it is that you want to sing. It could be whatever you want. Don't let anybody tell you what to sing. Sing what's in your heart, because that's awesome. And that's what's gonna, what you're gonna pour out to the audience. And then once you figure that out, your persona on stage is you, whatever that is. I'm Lady A on stage. I'm Anita at home. I'm Anita with my friends. I'm Anita with kicking it with y'all. But when I'm on stage, I am Lady A. That is a totally different persona when I'm on stage. I'm out to, like, my new motto now is no weapon formed against me will prosper.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is that I am here to change the world, and I'm not alone. So I want to put that out to my audience every single time. So whatever that is in that moment depends on what I'm singing. I could be singing Change the World, or I could be singing My Future Ex-Husband to make you laugh and make you smile and put that out.
I love that song. You have no idea when you played that song. I wasn't even in no relationship, but I was like, "Oh, I love that." It just you always be in a relationship.
But yeah, so I think that it's fine. Like, I love Denise LaSalle, and she was my icon. But I think that when you find the person that you are, that you're your authentic self when you hit that stage, because Roz is amazing. When she hits the stage and she sings these songs and she's doing all that up there, I'm like, hey, I wish I could sing like that. But God gives us He gives us gifts that we should be proud of and that we should continue to share with other people. So do you when you get on stage.
That's just a question.
Just before you answer these questions right here, I want to talk about that transition from both of you, if you can, really briefly, if you can. The transition, because Lady A, you said, I'm different when I'm at home, I'm Anita, but when I hit the stage, I'm Lady A. What is that transition for you? How do you become Lady A?
When I know that I'm getting ready to go on stage, or even in business, when I'm Lady A, when I'm doing business, if I am talking to a venue or if I'm talking to a
coming out. Did you see the boss?
Roz is like, I know. but you are. So my process is I pray before I sing. I pray over a song. I'm praying that whatever it is that comes out of my mouth, that it is blessed of God.
Hallelujah.
So whether that future ex-husband or honey the world, or that's for
sis, you're breaking up. Sis, you're breaking up.
People that are out here really trying to change the world. Because when I'm praying for Anita, I'm praying for some other stuff. Did I go away? Oh. But that's I just, I wear two different hats.
I understand. What about you, Roz? What's that transition?
I'm done.
You're done? But you know what? You were breaking up. I want people to understand that the songs that you were mentioning, you said Change the World, and you mentioned Honey Hush, which was another one of my favorites. If you have, see, Anita, Lady A, the thing about it is that the album is so wonderful, but the live show, Honey Hush Live.
Yeah, that bass line.
Oh, oh, I'm such a fan. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm gonna try to keep myself together. I'm gonna hold myself in and okay, ask these questions. Right. What is your transition process when you're hitting that stage?
It's interesting because there is this weird, like, I don't know how to explain it, but like if it's a weekly, like again, before I moved here, everything was pretty consistent. So if it was a weekly thing, it's just a matter of, like she said, we love looking out and seeing people smile. There is nothing like that singing with us. I've had people singing my songs that never even heard my song. I'm like, and that has touched me. But excuse me, side note. But one of the best things from me moving here to this area has been the feedback from me singing live my original songs more than. But 2016, the year that I took every day to write a new song every single day, has been some of my best writing ever. And I pushed myself when times I didn't think I could write, and it shows, and it paid off. I hear the people when I sing my song, Love Me. On Lady A's which album, the last one, the one before that, and that just, like I said, it's just
Love Bless
honor to me. So that was one of the songs I wrote in 2016, and I did a small video to each one of those. So anyway, so with that, when we go on stage, it's just, I love to see those people smile. But when I'm with a full band, I just feel like I don't want to get off in some aspects. And then when I'm home, it just feels like, you kind of reminisce and just try to think, oh, that was great. You have that kind of chill moment, that feels, that's about the only transition. It's not too much. Again, depending on what band I'm singing with, sometimes I'm like, I'm amped. I'm like, I'm ready to go. Like, hey, let's get out there, guys. And you guys, hey guys, what we about to do? I'm fighting with them like. And that is, a little transition for me. Are these questions you wanted us to ask now, by the way, answer? Is that part of it?
Yes. So this is some advice for artists. We're at the 1 hour mark, and I appreciate you all for being here with me this long. Let's answer this question, and if you don't mind, we'll talk about The Truth Is Loud. We already spoke about it, but let's play a little bit of it. And then if you all can sing something for us, maybe we can get this done in 20 minutes. Do you mind? Thank you so much. If you're just tuning in, again, this is an artist showcase interviewing Lady A and Roz. Advice for artists. important. This is what I wrote. Important, so I can remember what I want to say. What is the importance of health? How to eat? What to stop? And what to eat?
You want to go first?
You go, cousin.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Ooh.
Okay. So what not to do?
Yes, I'm getting my pen and my paper.
From that aspect, what not to do. What you should not do is.
And I'll tell you,
Well, we've been
Franklin did it. So I'm gonna stop. You know how we do.
I don't eat before a show, and I've been doing that most of my life. And as I've gotten older, that it has caught up to me. And we found that out when I was in New Orleans doing live in New Orleans. It has caught up to me. I'm not 20 anymore. So Mattia, you're young.
Me either.
Me either. So I used to not eat before a show. So it is important that you eat at least 4 hours before the show if you're not going to eat.
So
you should at least eat something.
Those of us that were thinking, oh, you should eat something. You said you should eat something. See, we were thinking before you shouldn't eat something. Why are you saying this? People have fainted.
I don't eat like before the show because for me, I get to eat and then I get full and I'm sleepy and then I get to burping and it's not cool. So that's the reason because when I was first started singing, I would eat. And then one time I would have to burp right before I was getting ready to sing. So I never did it again. But it is important that you eat. It's important that you wake up the day of a show, have breakfast, have some snacks or lunch, even if you're just eating every couple of hours, just some snacks. It is important that you eat. So I have learned that.
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. Please forgive me for cutting you all off when I do that. But I have to say this to gospel artists, and I know that we all sing gospel. I want to make sure that with Sunday morning, people understand this, gospel artists as well. We fast. We love to fast. We got to be holy. We got to be consecrated. But listen to what she said. People have fainted at live recordings. They have gotten up and have literally fainted because they didn't eat. We understand fasting, but the day of the show, please hear what Lady A is saying. You can listen to the Holy Spirit, but the day of the show, it's important to eat. You don't want to faint on the stage. There's countless of people fainting.
I'll give you an example. When we went to New Orleans, I did not eat. I was already sick and didn't know I was sick.
Right.
But it's all the time of everything building up. And my doctor told me I was lucky. There was nobody but God. But he told me I was lucky I didn't have a stroke.
Oh my goodness, really?
My blood pressure was, I hadn't eaten. I was, I didn't eat that entire day. And this is something that I had continued to do. So just to let you know how serious it is that you eat the day of, especially the day of an important show. I mean, we do gigs and a gig is just as important as a show.
Yes, it is.
So make sure that you take walks, eat and just eat healthy. Roz eats healthier than me. but since Roz is healthy, she's very healthy.
Not according to my doctor.
Eat every couple of hours. Just get you some carrots and some nuts and some peanut butter or something that you can constantly eat without thinking about I'm gaining weight.
And can digest easily as well.
Before you sing.
Yeah, you shouldn't go to Wendy's. I shouldn't say the name of the places. You shouldn't eat fast food. This is for me.
No.
You shouldn't eat oxtails before you got a show. Cabbage.
Well, I ain't gonna say about the oxtail.
Not before the show. When you get we're done, you can go eat
Oh,
everything.
no, that was
But before the show, you don't want to get up there.
Yeah. I know. That's my point.
Thank you so much.
And because you're young, Matia, now is the time for you to start doing this now. Because I did it when I was your age up until last year, and it caught up with me. So you have, I could have died if not by the grace of God. I should not have been flying, should not have been singing, but God. So
let's just give God praise right there.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I came back out pre-diabetic. I got a whole bunch of stuff going on. So make sure you eat.
But you can reverse that. You can reverse that. Yes, ma'am. You can reverse that.
Yes.
Oh, let me see this comment before Roz. Oh, I look at you always clowning. My brother said lots of chicken feet. Lord have mercy.
Yes.
Chicken feet. Lord have
I'm gonna
mercy.
make some and bring them over. Chicken feet. I'm bringing them over tomorrow.
Anita, we gotta let that stuff go. If we talk about letting anything go, Lord have mercy. Roz, what you got for us? What you got for us?
Oh my goodness, this is weird. So growing up from my training, college training, they say drink plenty of water, don't eat 2 hours ahead, don't do this, don't do that. Okay, that's fine. But I think a lot of times, even if you don't have that type of training, you learn from what you can and can do before you go sing. So when you're talking about don't eat and don't, she is not kidding. I burped. I've actually almost thrown up during an audition because I actually had food poisoning that had kicked in, and I was like, okay, so I went home and it was over. And so, but that I ate, I think a little bit too soon before I sang. So yeah, all of that is, and for sure, definitely find stuff that you can and can't eat. You will never go wrong with this, but not cold water, not boiling hot tea even. It doesn't work for me.
Say that.
Do it. I'm just saying for me, I've tried the hot tea and my throat was like, don't you ever do that again, because it dried out my vocal cords,
Yeah, it does.
So I sent a list to our minister of music one time, so I can even send that to you, because there's some things that might affect you that you don't even know affect you until you try it. That's the only way to find out. Try it.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Please send that. Please. Roz, you're so resourceful.
Medicine ball from Starbucks.
Say it again.
Get you a medicine ball from Starbucks.
Okay, medicine ball from Starbucks. I've heard that before. I never tried that. Okay.
Yeah. I think
but don't let it cool down.
Your sister T told me too about.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably where I heard it. I don't listen to nobody. I'm the type of person that, and I've got to do better. I'm gonna speak this into existence. I used to be the type of person that didn't understand how to take care of their voice. But as I'm getting older, like you said, it's so important. It's so important. I've really, and I thank God for His mercy. I thank Him for His mercy in His face, because at the end of the day, like that movie, Little Mermaid, Ariel, it's not my voice anyway. It belongs to me. I've gotta take care of it. So I know we gotta move on, but really quick, you guys were saying some good things. What are some things that artists can do to take care of their voice?
So for me, it is okay. When I sing gospel, that is sometimes it almost like I almost used to lose my voice more from singing gospel, because there is nothing like singing passion for God when you're and for living is about God. And when you sing, you being in love, there's nothing like being like singing about God. So I used to lose my voice almost singing that, because there were no boundaries. But when you're singing, songs for like hour, 2 hours, however long on stage, yeah, we have to be careful. For me, like I stopped salsa dancing for a while. My friends hated me because the music was so loud. I would be talking over the music, and then your voice is tired the next day. And I'm like, this is my job. I can't you know, so I had to cut a lot of things. I don't really drink, so that's an issue. And then there are so many techniques that I had to do. Even the way you talk, like you're supposed to talk. She's talking about I'm a soprano. I don't feel like I am, but yeah, that's not what she means. You're supposed to talk higher in the register. I'm like, dude, that is like, I'm gonna be tired just thinking about talking high. And I talk at probably the lowest part of my register, so it kind of helps me too. So there's things like that, and like I said, I can't stress this part enough is getting the water, because it also can help you rest and get a good night's sleep. Because if you don't have a good night's sleep, you're not going to do well for your performance. You know,
it's so true. You have to get beauty rest. You have to get rest. You have to.
Yeah, it is. It's spiritually for us. We're more responsible. We do need to make sure we're spiritually as well connected, so that we can. Because we got our gifts not because of what we did, it's because of what God gave us. So we got to know how to use that channel. I don't care what I'm singing about. Like, I just want to touch people, because I know this is something on the side, like, you know, Christians, like, you can't sing anything, and I totally respect it. I'm not talking about, because I grew up with that part of that as well. But to me, some of that is conversation. Do you talk about God all the time? I mean, you know, we do have conversations about love, about life.
Amen, lights. What they say? Amen, lights.
You know, but I do watch what I'm singing though. So I don't sing just about, you know, you know what I'm saying, just anything too dark that I wouldn't want to be talking about in my regular life. So a lot of that helps you, helps being spiritually, you know. But there, like I said, that's just a little bit. There's probably so much more that I have that I've written out that people, you know, can go by as well too. So.
You know what? I am so grateful for this. I hope that when people watch this on the replay, that this was such a monumental moment for you, like it was for me. Advice for artists. Thank you all for sharing that. Will you all come back? Because I think I say this. I've been saying this to a few people. I don't say it to everybody, but I've been saying this to. Will you come back? You know what? That's not true, because I don't want to be messy. I've been being really messy tonight and petty. I said that to everybody, but seriously, you all come back. There's some more we need. Look, my brother said, "Preach, Roz," because y'all been preaching tonight for real. I thought I was in church. I had to catch myself. I said, "Man, you've been talking about Jesus. You acted up."
Okay.
Roz, we cutting up. What is happening? Ooh, look, we got to get into The Truth is Loud. Thank you so much for Anita, what'd you say?
I said I used to think Roz was so shy and quiet until I really got to know her.
Right.
Well, that's what happens with
Roz is a lot of fun. Roz is a lot of fun.
So let's get into The Truth is Loud. Mind if I play it a little bit? Just a little bit of The Truth is Loud. I want to get the vision behind this song and the video. If you can share that with us, let's play it. Let me turn this up. Oh, there it is. Hear that?
Check that. The truth is loud. Do you hear me? The truth is loud. Da, 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 da. The truth is loud. Do you hear me? The truth is loud. Da, 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 da. Homeless everywhere. Take time to share. Immigration laws, they pass. Government's always trying to cover things. Our children in the streets come up missing. The truth is loud. Do you hear me? The truth is loud. The truth is loud. Do you hear me? The truth is loud. Can't even eat popcorn on your couch. Police with guns to your head in your own house. George, Eric,
was grand. Just how much more do you think we can stand? This change is taking way too long. Got blood on your hands, I brought it at home. I said the truth is loud. Do you hear me? The truth is loud. Do you hear me? Okay. Red sky high, no matter where you live. Always spending our money for the others we can't give. Mistreating our children, drawing bullets on their heads. You still trying to tell us you want to stay. Mothers are crying, fathers too. Just case another child, we see you. Children that never grew, wondering where mama and papa at. Just giving them new families. What you think about that? Showing your true colors, showing your hand. Always take it. This ain't your land. The truth is loud. Do you hear me? The truth is loud. The truth is loud. Do you hear me? The truth is loud. The truth is loud. The truth is loud.
All right.
I love that violin.
Look, it's so incredible. I'm trying to show the cover and my phone is acting funny.
Do you have a t-shirt? Looking for that t-shirt?
Oh,
Can you see it? What's that? What'd you say?
Face mask.
Yes.
Let me get my face mask bent right here. Hold on.
Yes, please.
The truth is loud.
I love the video too, T.
Da, 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 da. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Look
Look at that. The face mask and the t-shirt. Y'all see that? The truth is loud.
Mine is
Where can we get
I can't even
We
hear
got face masks, we got t-shirts.
Where can we get ours? Where can we get ours?
The truth is loud.info.
Okay, there it is. Let's put this up. Thank you for sending that, Roz. I see that. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. So look, can you tell us the process of that song really quick? How did you record it? How who did what? And everything you would like to share.
Wasn't that cool that we were able to work together right before it was a stay-home order? We had already been working, and she saw a shirt that I had that I wrote that said "The truth is loud," and she started laughing. She wrote this song, started it, and we started. We got the music and all that, and I'm so grateful. We had already kind of technically recorded it, before the song came out, enough so to where John came in and just took it and put the rest. I call him put the stank on the rest of it.
Put the stank on it. I love it.
Hold it together. And
wasn't supposed to come out till our collaboration CD.
Yeah,
That's what we were.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys gave us some exclusive? Oh,
No, as a single because we started the Truth is Loud conversations.
Right.
That's why it got released because of the Truth is Loud conversation that we had about white allies.
please give me a break, bro. I'm so sorry.
Uh-oh.
Somebody decided to call me the same person. I'm not gonna have.
We're gonna talk to you right now. RAT.
What am I gonna call?
I'm not gonna have no rant. Listen,
Yeah.
I apologize for that. The truth is loud.info. Wow. So Roz, you played the violin on this. Who played the bass?
keyboard. I played the keyboard on it, but I can technically play it, you know, if I want to, but it's just literally we wrote it before the COVID hit, so I put that down. I don't know if John, did you redo the bass or did I do the bass?
While we're waiting for him to answer that, Lady A, can you tell us how you recorded your vocals during COVID? Did you record this before COVID, or did you record?
Yeah, actually, I recorded it in the studio at Roz's house before.
Wow.
We were on this songwriting kick. We wrote like 5 songs. One of the songs is "Heaven Help Us," that I can't wait for that song to come out. Oh man,
I heard about that.
"Heaven Help Us" is a bad song.
Yeah.
But "The Truth Is Loud" was supposed to be on next year's, and Roz doesn't know this because I haven't had a chance to tell her yet. But Roz, I put "The Truth Is Loud" up for a Blues Music Award Song of the Year.
What?
So, yeah, I'm putting it up for Song of the Year. Yeah. So we won't be able to do it next year, but we will. So it won't be able to go on the CD next year, but we released it as a single this year. But we have some more great songs that we were just doing collaboration.
But we just talked about this. We're good. It's like we're gonna start back. John trying to get on it though.
He can produce it. We'll let him produce it. You know.
Look now, I want y'all to remember. He said that you did the best. I want y'all to remember your baby sister Mattia. I could do a hand clap. I got some good hand claps.
Vocals.
Play the board if you need me to. Come on now. I can do something.
I can't wait to hear this another song. Like I said, Roz is an amazing songwriter. The other song is "Crazy on the Other Side" that I actually sang in Europe, and we haven't released it yet. We sang it once here in Seattle at Egan's, and then I took the song and took it to Europe and had my European band play it, and it was highly acclaimed over there. People loved it. I can't wait for people to hear it. We did some really great collaborations, so I can't wait for us to finish the CD.
We can't wait either. John also started saying Roz did the violins, keys, drums, guitars.
Oh, okay.
And then Teresa it sounded so awesome. Didn't it sound awesome?
That's how John did it. Because I was like, oh, he must have played that. That was me.
What was the vision behind this song? What was the vision? What was the reason that this song had to come out right now? What was the vision? Was it because of everything that's going on? Or did you all just feel compelled to join? Okay.
I think she and I, it was first of all, when I said the phrase actually with Nathan, we knew it was something. We just didn't know what. So then after the Armand, and then I forget, like it's unfortunate, so many, but especially after Floyd, it was just like, wait a minute, all this stuff is piling up, and then she had something already in her heart, already brewing, because she teaches people about racial justice and all that. So she already had that part of her. So that phrase alone, we already know that phrase speaks for itself. Take it how you want. Where's the camera? Where's the lens? Take it how you want. Your eyes can look like they're looking somewhere, but wherever the camera light is, that's who I'm talking about. Who you are. Anyway, so when
she's been hanging around with too much.
The truth is loud.
The truth is loud. And
she took it to a whole nother level. When she took it, and then we got the conference or the set. What do you call it? I actually wanted you to just talk about that real quick. The conversations that we had. That we also have the Truth Is Loud YouTube as well, where we have all of the conversations. We have a pre-conversation. We have the actual conversation with almost 2 hours. Then we have the post conversation. That was a whole nother show in itself. And we're about to do another one August 1st, but I'll let her tell you the rest.
Wow. Nina, you can tell us, please.
Because the Truth Is Loud came from the t-shirt that Roz was wearing one day. And she told me the story behind her and her husband. Something he had said, she said, "The truth is loud, ain't it?" And they laughed about it. But then one day we were doing a writing session And it was like she played this music. She's like, do you like this music? And I was like, oh, the truth is loud. And I just started writing. God gives us, sometimes God just puts us in those positions. And I think I wrote 2 or 3 verses that day when we were there. It had all other, it has that verse, I mean, that version that you're playing right there is the version that for CD, you know, for download. But when we do it live, there's other verses. There's some other verses. The truth is loud. Because
definitely a storyteller. Yes.
Yeah, people are not listening, and the truth is there in your face. So if you're not hearing it, it's because you don't want to. The truth is loud. And we're tired of
hear that? Because you don't want to. You know, they say this thing about, I don't like to get into this, but we're gonna go here real quick. They say if you don't want a black person to know something, or it's usually a black man, because they used to put it on a black man. What is it? Put it in a book. Well, we got a message for y'all, because we done some research. We're not the ones that need to figure this out.
Yeah.
The message for y'all, and it's not racial, because black people, I don't know what you want to be called, African American, what you call us. We're all the human race. It's the human race. We're some of the most kindest people. We don't want retaliation. We just want freedom. We just want equality. We want empathy. So can you have some empathy today? You say you're sympathetic, but you're not listening.
Yeah.
And the lady said, you're not listening.
Right.
And when we yell, you call us the angry black woman. Let me tell you something. I seen y'all set up at Walmart.
Don't get mad, calm down.
I seen y'all throw your chicken at the folks. Are you
the reality of it is, Truth is Loud came from Roz's t-shirt, from something that was supposed to be, that was something that between her and her husband, and she knew it was going to be something, but God put us together. And I was like, well, you know what? The truth is loud in conversations. I mean, George Floyd had died. Before him, Breonna Taylor had died. So there was all these things that were going on. And I can just sit down and write, especially, you know, I am an activist. I do believe in, you know, people can say that there's the human race, but no, it's racial. There's white folks, there's black folks. And there's people.
The sin of America, if you had to pinpoint the sin of America.
Right. So we don't want, and if we want to
racism. It's racism.
If we want to get away from racism, if we want to change the world, then we need to write the narrative. So the Truth is Loud discussions that we had on June 27th, you can find, like Roz said, you can find that entire discussion on the truthisloud.info. And we have a second session coming up on August 1st. And if anybody wants to be involved, be on the panel, or be a listener on Zoom, they can email me at Lady A White, which is LADIA White @gmail.com. Just email us, let us know if you want to be a listener or if you want to be on the panel. It is for white people, Black people, Indigenous Americans, and people of color. It is for everybody. And the truth is loud, because racial conversations are not comfortable, nor are they easy, but they are necessary. So
they're very necessary.
They're
for
necessary.
such a time as this. Reverend Sherry Nelson, we thank you for watching. She's saying the truth is loud, like the elephant in the room. The truth speaks all by itself. You know, we get criticized for a lot of things. I don't want to get into this, but they said that Black people, Black families, sweep stuff under the rug. White people, and I'm not talking about race, because you all like to say don't throw a card. But listen, if this is who you are sweeping racism under the rug. It's time to face it. It's a freaking problem. It's a problem. And I would never cut. I almost said the word. But it's that much of a problem that it almost makes you want to cuss. It almost makes you want to take off your helmet of salvation, because it makes you that angry. But we have righteous anger, and we're trying to do this in a different way and in a new way, and have the right conversation with the right people. So I commend you all for using your platform and your stage to do that. Let me read some of these comments. My brother John Oliver III said, I added some minimal drum overdubs and string hits on the verses.
I love them. That's some temptation stuff right there. Them strings that CNC put in there. Ah, yeah.
So look, yes, come on, y'all heard the song here, but we need you to go to all digital outlets, Apple Music, Spotify, all of them. There's so many that you can go to wherever you're listening. Title, type up, punch up, The Truth is Loud. It's a single by Lady A. Now, what we need you to do is make sure that you have the right Lady A. So when you type in her name, you will see Lady A in parentheses. That is the Lady A that we are speaking about. A revolutionary saying white privilege gotta go. Yes, ma'am. But you know what? This is the Mattia show, and I don't want to get into it today. I'm already an emotional wreck, and I don't want to get on this. But white privilege does have to go. Yeah. It does have to go.
Come on, The Truth is Loud on August 1st, and you'll be able to have an open and honest conversation with everybody.
Can you give me that email address again? Because I didn't hear
Lady A White, which is LADI A White @gmail.com.
Gmail.com.
And you can sign up. And we already have 45 listeners. Last time we had 92 and 72 on the actual panel. So you want to make sure to get signed up.
Please go to this email, LADIA White @gmail.com to sign up. My brother's saying y'all ladies are wearing them earrings. Look, I appreciate that. We thank you. I chose these earrings today. And y'all's earrings. Yes, come on, model. I love earrings. I think I love that. Yes. Oh my goodness, I love the shirt too. I love everything. Let's not get into it. Look, Lord Jesus. Yes, ma'am.
So somebody asked, and I'm trying to look for it. I can't find it now. Tia, do you have any outside appearances?
Yeah, but before we go into that, that's going to be my last question because I got to let y'all go. I wanted to go into that. Thank you for reminding me about that. I almost forgot. She says, "Are you guys going to be doing any outside appearances?" Can you also in that answer any other releases that you have coming up? Let's give those dates. Whoever wants to go first.
A lot of mine are actually on the kind of DL. It's kind of like a bigger project that I'm working with two other filmmakers for. And it may take a while for it to come out, but that's going to be my heart and mind. We know it's going to be something pretty powerful. And then right now, working with an artist named Haley Massengale that literally after I hang up, I need to maybe put this up on her website, doing a video. She's in Kansas City, finishing several videos for her. And then John, Lady A, and myself, we will be starting back getting our couch concerts. So yes. John, if you're listening, your song is the next. And then hopefully you guys help me decide which song am I going to do next as far as my CD. Is it a single? Is it gospel? Whatever it is. So any encouragement I can get, send it to me.
Yes.
And then we are talking about before the COVID numbers started rising again, we were talking about doing a concert on our birthdays on July 18th and releasing the CD on the same day. But being responsible, we all talked about it, John and Roz and myself, and we would hate for anybody to be sick or get sick because they decided to come to a show of ours and people were already talking about coming and I had it on the DL and they were already talking about So, but we do want to help Egan's, I've been playing there for years, and Roz has performed there with us. And so we're in the process of talking to them about doing the show on our birthdays at 7 p.m. But we'll let you know. But it's going to be live streamed. There will be no audience. It will be live streamed. And it will be, we're going to be asking for tips for Egan's itself because they need to pay their rent.
Yeah. I like that.
Clubs that have been supporting live music. So that's the only show we have coming out right now.
Let us definitely support live music.
Everything's been canceled for me so far. So I have one maybe next month. I don't even know what's going to happen yet. So.
Look, Teresa said, "Yay!"
Yeah.
We are such
I
fans.
have some other stuff, but I can't announce it yet.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we thank you for those exclusives here on the Tia Show. And I thank you all so much interviewing the real Lady A and Roz. Teresa says live stream is cool. Yeah, we've got to do things innovative, and we don't mind as fans and supporters of you all to go where you're leading us. We trust you. We love your sound. We thank you for everything that you've done throughout the year, being advocates not only in the music industry, but in our communities and fighting for the right and the cause of equality. And so we thank you for all of your years of just being supportive of other artists. We pray that in this season, my sister says, call me, girl. Who you want to call you? Which one? Who, me?
I know it
in this season, that the Lord would open up the right doors. He would close the right doors. And when the doors are open, we pray that everything that you touch would prosper. In the name of Jesus. And I thank you all so much for being on the show. I'll be praying more for you privately, and I know that you all have been praying for me. Let me put this up. My brother said, happy early birthday, MITIA. Thank you, bro. On Thursday, it's my birthday. Look. I'm so excited, but I'm like, you know what? This is my 35th year, and I just want y'all to go all out. Look, call me, write me, sing me a song. Everybody, anybody. I don't care if you don't feel that you can sing. Get on social media and say happy birthday. Look, I just had to put that plug. Thursday, from 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. I want songs. Happy birthday to you. I want to hear you. I want to hear you, baby. Oh, I'm gonna write you back and say thank you. I promise. Y'all, thank you so much. Teresa's saying everyone with the dates. Oh, she's saying call us, give a call with the dates of when you're doing something next. Look, that's how close she is to us.
We'll let you know.
When you let me know, I'll let my sister know as well. Okay. I did not even know I sent you a gift, Mattia. Oh, thank you for the gift. And you didn't even know it was my birthday. Look at God. See, the Holy Spirit is I love it. Thank you. I can't wait to open it. Thank you in advance. And then my brother said, the Mattia show is dope. Thank you, Pastor Brother. Look, I gotta let these ladies go. Thank you so much for coming on the Mattia show and just sharing who you are. I am honored, and humble. We've got to have you all come back because there's so many great things coming up for you. The Truth is Loud single. We need you all to please support this right now. And then also get ready for July 18th. They've got this show that they're working on for you all. And this album, Lady A Live in New Orleans, coming up. Ms. Roz has a lot of videos coming out. She's working with many different people. And we thank you for supporting us artists with your gift. Thank you for that. Let's see what this last comment said. Why every time I look, you saying something crazy? Look, I be trying to do the right thing. You see how I be trying to, I'm like, let me get to the comments, and we look at me saying it needs to be quiet in here. Thank you for tuning into the Mattia Show. I asked y'all to do one more thing first. You can do whatever you want. You can sing whatever you want. The truth is loud. The truth is loud. And I was about to say something more crazy. I just need you all to do one more service. Teresa saying, or one more favor. Teresa saying, we love you, ladies. We are big fans. Look at that. That's the word. Thank you for your service to the music industry. Definitely.
Bless you. Thank you. Everything.
If it wasn't for Lady A, I would have never been able to write most of the things that are on my bio. Singing at the Triple Door. Come on, singing at the Triple Door. You've opened so many doors for us, and we thank you. Thank you so much. Loud and proud. Yes, Reverend Sherry, the truth is loud and proud. So I need you to do this last favor for me before you go. I know you have a life that you got to get back to. Can you sing for us? Whatever you want to sing, however long you want to sing. Each of you, can you just sing one thing before you leave? And then also let somebody know how good God is, admonish them to come to Christ. Ooh, that's two things. Can you do that? Thank you so much. Let's start with the song, and then we'll come back and encourage someone to come to God.
All right. Go ahead, Roz.
Oh my goodness. Now, when you said that, I was like, dang, I need to do one of my gospel songs now. So I just switched it.
No, sing whatever you want. Sing whatever you want. Come on, sing whatever you want.
Oh, Lord. Oh shoot. Now, okay, this is gonna be my heart to those who I'm just gonna give a dose of some gospel music just to encourage someone today. Let's see. There are some places I can go, but I am sure of this one thing. Yes, God is real, for I can feel Him in my soul. Yeah, yes, God is real. He's real in my soul. For He has cleansed and He has washed and made me whole. His love for me is like pure gold. Yes, God is real, for I can feel Him in my soul.
You better sing, girl.
Yes. Yes, God is real. Yes.
Yes, God is real.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Take us to church, bro. You see the mother's board on the front row. Yes. Hey. Oh, read my soul. God bless you.
Okay.
Said, yes.
I'm ready to bring my tambourine.
Thank you for that. Wow, your voice is incredible. That's the first time I've ever heard you sing, by the way. Oh my God.
She's incredible.
I love it. You, Roz, you could bow. real, keep it real, yeah. Why y'all clowning in the comments? Seattle needs to love on these two beautiful ladies.
Huh?
I'm breaking up. For I can feel.
It's kind of breaking up, but.
Oh, but we love you. Thank you, Roz. I hope you can hear me. That was beautiful. Beautiful.
That was wonderful.
Beautiful. Okay, Lady A, it's on you, ma'am.
Oh, good Lord. All right. Be not dismayed. Whatever betide, God will take care of you. Beneath His wings of love abide. He will take care of you. God will take care of you through every day along the way. He will take care of you. God will take care of you.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Thank you. Yes, Lord.
In all you do every day.
It's getting, I feel the presence of God. No games. I feel the presence of God. I feel the Holy Spirit. If you are feeling like you want to give up, be not dismayed. Whatever betides, God will. If you don't,
He will.
think He will.
Because He's real. Because He's real.
For we can feel it in our soul.
Okay.
It's not a game.
Yes,
it's something that we've experienced. It's something that we know about. God will take care of us. Love it, Lady A. Oh, I love it, Roz. There's so many comments. Mommy said, yes, God is real. I love it, Roz. If you listen, seriously, in this moment, if you are feeling like you just can't go on, if you can't make it, listen to the songs that they chose tonight through the Holy Spirit. God will take care of you. Oh, if you feel like you can't pay that bill, you don't know where the money's gonna come from. You don't know where you're gonna stay. The Bible says, take no thought for tomorrow. Do you lack anything right now? God will take care of you because he is real.
He is real.
Yeah.
And we know him to be real. Can you share with someone right now that doesn't feel like they have any hope, doesn't know where to turn? Can you share why it's important to have God in your life in a relationship with Jesus?
I think right now in particular, I know we have all of the noise and everything else going on, but at the end of the day, guess who is going to be before God? It's not going to be all those people. It's going to be you. It's going to be me. I have to really, it took me a couple of days especially after the George Floyd thing actually more than a couple of days, to even be able to think straight, to not be able to look to the right, to the left, who hates me, who doesn't hate me, what did I do wrong? I didn't do anything. Well, so all these things. But when people say, but God, that's the word that we should use after but. When people say whatever comes after but is negative, it's not right. It's like, no, but God on this one. And so I know, it's not, I think, I know without a doubt, if it weren't for him, and then especially when, Lady A, John, when we came together at that time, could not have been at a better time, that God used that to turn it into us, first of all, to encourage people. Now it's turning into educating people as well about this. And so at this time, there could not be a better way and time for us to get down on our knees, stop talking about what we need to do, start talking to God, start telling God what we need and what we want to see, because we're the ones that need to be ruling this place, not the people who we have right now. So I think that is where we need, if you don't, I think, reach out to, Mattia, in particular, because this is her show, let her, if there's something that you need follow up with, if there's scriptures, if there's a path, I'm
absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You better preach, Roz.
Okay. Don't just be about it. Don't just talk about it. Talk to God about it.
That's a song. That's my gospel song. I need to get on that.
Oh my goodness. Talk to God about it. Tell the truth, you and God. And then Pastor Oliver says, wisdom and action. Watch out, Sunday school lesson. Yes, Sunday school has been all on wisdom. Lady A, can you give anybody some encouragement to come to God, come to Christ?
What really is on my heart and on my soul right now is, yes, God is real. He is real. And that God will take care of you is one of my favorite gospel songs to sing, because I have to sing it to myself. And sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Yeah. So this is what I admonish anybody that is listening, anybody that listens later, just like Roz said, we got to trust God. And I am learning, even if God let me see my birthday next week, and I'll be 62 years old, and I'm still learning to trust God every day. And this is something, God puts people in your path. Like Roz is in my path. Mattia has been in my path. There's a reason why I keep encouraging Mattia. There's a reason why I encourage Roz. And there's a reason Pastor John Oliver has been in my life and encouraged me for 20 something years. He's always encouraged me. And I'm telling you, God will take care of you. He may not come when you want him, but he's always on time. If he says no, that's because he has a better yes. So the truth is loud, y'all. God has a better yes when he says no. When we get beside ourselves or think we know it all, believe me when I tell you, right now I'm going through some things that a lot of people don't know what I'm going through, but you know what? It was starting to get me, but God, but God. So I'm telling you, God will take care of you. When you leave it in his hands and you leave those burdens down by the riverside or wherever else you got to lay them down because it will allow you to sleep at night. God will give you peace. God will restore your health. God will give you a peace of mind. And if you have peace of mind, Pastor Thornton preached a sermon and he said, you about to lose your mind. We out here about to lose our minds. You need to lose your mind for Jesus. Let Jesus take control. That's all I can say. And I really admonish you. And I pray for you. And I ask you to pray for me. Pray for the Mattia show. She's a beautiful young woman. Talented. There is so much talent right here between these two young women that is just, it amazes me sometimes. But then I think there's a reason. God has a reason why we know each other. God has a reason why we're in each other's path. God has a reason, and there's a purpose for your life. Once you find out what your purpose is, and you figure it out, and you figure out how to keep working with it, you're going to find peace.
Yes.
That's all I have to say.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Y'all say it one more time, sis. Say it one more time.
God will take care of you. Trust him. Trust him. Trust him. Trust him.
This is what you said, sis. This is what you said that hit me. If God says no, he has a better yes. Look, I almost laid on this floor. Y'all got me laid. I'm telling you, the nuggets and the wisdom that we received tonight. Oh, transcending. I mean, I wouldn't trade tonight for anything. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Tonight has been a pivotal moment for me. I think that if this hadn't happened, I don't know if I would have grown tonight. So I thank you for allowing me to grow and to just glean from you all tonight. Oh, man, y'all put me around some good people. I'm telling you. Oh, if he says no, y'all can run off of that. Y'all said two things tonight. Look, don't just talk about it. Talk to God about it. We ought to run off of that. And this one right here, we ought to just lay out and give a wave off of it. If he says no, he has a better yes. You should see that's an ugly.
He got a better yes.
You can't be seen when people say stuff like this. Oh, y'all need to give your cash apps tonight. Y'all need an offering. Better ladies, inside and out. God is with you. Keep going in Jesus. That's right. No matter what stage you're on, no matter where you go, keep going in Jesus. I thank you all so much for tuning into the Mattia Show tonight. It's been an artist showcase interviewing Lady A and Roz.
Bye, y'all.
The real Lady A. The real Lady A.
Thank you. In Jesus' name.
I want you all to keep praying. Let me get my song up here so I can close this out. Where's it at? There it go. And it's not loud enough. I apologize. Thank you all so much for being so patient tonight.
We love you.
It won't play, so I'm gonna have to sing it. It's Mattia. I'm a church girl. Thank you so much for tuning into the Mattia Show for Artist Showcase again. Lady A and Roz. Thank y'all so much.
Happy birthday, Mattia.
Yeah.
The only Lady A. Oh, happy birthday to you all too.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Roz, I owe you so much. Thank you all, ladies. I'll call you later and mess with you and get some more advice and just wrap it up.
All right.
Thank y'all.
Invite us back again.
Yes,
Bye-bye.
it's been the longest interview. Look, almost 2 hours. Thank y'all so much. Yeah.
Quiet in here.
We're gonna let y'all go. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. God bless you.
God bless you. Jesus is Lord. Thank you, Roz.
You're welcome. What I do?
I can't remember.
Oh, there you go.
I think you hit.
Okay, I got it.
There you go. Okay, bye. Lord have mercy. Wasn't that incredible? Oh my God. I don't know why the song wouldn't play, but thank you all so much for tuning into the Matias Show. This is the after show of that show, Artist Showcase, interviewing the real Lady A and Roz. Oh my goodness, tonight was incredible. I don't want to ramble on because it's about to be 2 hours and it's late. Teresa's saying laughing out loud, but I got to let y'all go too now. So I thank you all for tuning in this long. Weren't they incredible? I learned so much tonight. One of the things that has been a theme, Teresa, thank you so much for tuning in. Awesome. Let me say this to you all. Thank you for tuning in. This show is really for you all. Because I want there to be some different voices that we get to hear. We've been having a PK series, and that's getting ready to go to a whole nother level. God is doing some great things with that. We've had artist showcase, and that's what tonight was. We've had producer showcases and just giving different people voices. And tonight we were able to do that with Lady A and Roz. Oh, the talent. The songwriting, the way that they prepare music for us, the community, and our listeners. I got to let you all go because I'm rambling on, but make sure that you go to those websites, thetruthisloud.info. Make sure that you go get their single, and make sure that you go to Roz's website as well. I believe it was Roz. Put that back up here. There's so many comments. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. Oh my goodness, I just want to get this website for Miss Roz really quick so we can go to her website. There it goes. It's rozmusicsite.com, okay? And make sure that you do that, and make sure that you go to Lady A's website as well, LadyABabyBlues.com. I love you all for tuning in tonight. If you have not accepted Jesus Christ as your personal savior, please do that. You know and heard what they said. God is real. Jesus is real, and be not dismayed. God will take care of you. Come to Jesus. If you have not accepted Christ as your personal savior, do that now. Take this moment. We don't know when Christ is coming back. You don't want to be under God's wrath. Right now, we're under God's grace. How do you do that? How do I do that, Mattia? You just confess with your mouth, believe in your heart that God raised Jesus from the dead, and you are saved from the wrath to come. Saved. Romans 9:10. If you believe in your heart, you with the heart, a man believeth with the mouth, confession is made unto salvation. Read the word of God for yourself and really learn that Jesus is Lord. If you say these 3 words, Jesus is Lord, you now have full access into the kingdom of God and have a full body of Christ to cheer you on. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to stumble over this. I'm getting some crazy text messages from my brother. He is still clowning. Listen. I got to let the people go. But this is not a game. Please come to Jesus. Jesus is Lord. Please come to Jesus, please. I'm begging tonight. If you've done that and said those 3 words, Jesus is Lord, the angels in heaven are rejoicing, and so are we. We got a new brother and sister. Christ Jesus is the firstborn of many, and we are now joint heirs with Jesus Christ. I love you all. God bless you. Jesus is Lord. Thank you for tuning into the Matias Show for this artist showcase, interviewing Lady A and Roz. God bless you. I got to go. Have a wonderful night. Eat you some popcorn and get you some water.